Welcome back to Wings of Fire after a long break.
Longer.
We have had longer, yeah. As you can see us now. Better than ever before.
Yay!
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 Probably do something.
Oh yeah, your name's fixed now. it's so much. Alright, anyway. Last time you guys escaped the volcano after dealing with the dragon that you guys have brought along. What's that?
Quick thing. I don't know what's going on, but I can't load the foundry.
Yeah, use the new link.
You need the new link.
Yeah.
Important links.
Because
Well, we're almost dead.
yeah.
Because of the data crash of 2024.
Yeah.
The internet.
The server
Woo!
crash of the great server crash of 2020.
The great server crash of 2024.
Yeah.
Where am I? Who am I?
What am I?
I had to invest fucking, I think, probably somewhere around the lines of 12 hours into.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't see the link.
It's an important
Son,
link.
I'll
It's the
send it
newest
to you.
one.
It's literally the one
Already
we
fixed
responded
that
to
one.
saying thank
Oh,
you.
never mind. It is that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You
It
silly.
is the one. The one for the purposes of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yes!
This one.
The 40K.
The 40k. Oh, don't
What
say
the
that
universe?
though. That's right now it's not protected, so please don't say that.
Ah, yes, the poise.
I mean, don't worry. It's not seen.
Yeah, whatever. Let's keep going.
Anyway, okay.
Cusco's poise.
A long adventure to collect some materials and armor has led you guys to the volcano. And there you saved a dragon from a somewhat evil tiara that was making her really angry.
You mean very corrupt.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the somewhat.
I'd say corrupt.
A corrupt tiara. Let's go with that then. And a fight with a strange thing that had taken over the armor that you guys found left you all very hurt except Rosary and Shay.
Never
Getting hit, gang. Let's go.
just Fly is just standing there, looks inside, 1 HP.
Is he actually?
Bro,
Well,
bro,
4
alive!
HP, you know?
That's a small problem. Oops. I'm gonna move myself a little bit. There we go. Alright.
Yeah, my boy's not doing so hot.
He is not. He has. Whew. Okay, well. You escaped after talking with a certain queen. And lo and behold, another queen has decided to stop you on your way in because of some rumors you may have spread.
I'm doing.
Fly.
Yes. As soon as the music isn't deafening me, I'll respond to that. Hold on.
You can turn it down, you know.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
It reset. Gotta deal with those roomies that you've spread.
Alright. So.
Alright.
So, what did she say? Can you remind me?
It's a bit different than what she actually said because I realized some things over the break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why is news of a certain Nightwing spreading through the kingdom?
Certain Nightwing?
Don't play coy.
You started it.
But I thought Fine. Well, it's true that I made a mistake divulging our plans before we had an idea of what was going to happen. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. We went to the volcano to try to talk with Battlewinner.
Alright.
The reason we did it, well, the reason I really wanted to do it was because when Scarlet made us think that you were dead, I immediately thought of Battlewinner. I thought Scarlet somehow rallied her to our cause, got the armor or something. I figured we needed to do something
Hold on.
before.
You mean Scarlet showed up?
At Jade Academy, yeah.
Didn't she also kill a queen?
No, that was a fake. That was a fake. Thankfully. But we immediately thought that if you were gone, then that would just create so many problems. We, in a way, needed to get Battlewinner on our side somehow. Maybe. I just thought that really is what we needed to do the most. So that's why I went ahead with this idea.
And you think she's going to join our side and not make her own?
You know, well, Your Majesty, would you want to know what the results of our discussions were?
Whatever results you may have, they're nothing but lies. You know that, right?
At this point, I understand. I just really want to believe somehow that there's a conviction of hers that is just a little bit more pure. That isn't just bloodshed. That there's a reason. And what she said makes sense. But I've made too many mistakes at this point. I couldn't put my entire heart into promising you the impossible.
And the rest of you.
But
Yes.
Do
Yes.
any of you honestly think she can do anything but tell you false promises?
Well,
I don't get the impression she's a liar. It doesn't seem like a style compared to hers.
She did terrible things.
Terrible things, but didn't lie. She even
What do you
controlled
think?
every last thing she did.
Well, what do you think's
To
going
be
to happen if
fair-
you just leave her there?
That would be the best.
What comes of
option.
that?
Nothing bad?
Well, if you're so afraid of her, then why haven't you killed her?
I
Maybe
thought
it's
she
just
was
too
dead.
difficult.
It helps to check on these things.
I saw her freeze before my very eyes. And I'm not taking chances with a lava-ridden volcano anymore.
I wouldn't recommend it, especially now that the whole place is overflown.
Fly's just gonna nod dynamically.
I don't think that's the right word.
Well, to be fair, what the deal we ended up striking was not necessarily something that is so easy for us to achieve, which seems fair for her, if not cooperation, pacificity in this situation. What I mean to say is, she told us that if she were allowed to see what her people are living like now, and if they are happy, if she finds them to be happy, then she would gladly just maybe not let bygones be bygones, but
At least
let
give her
things
an
lay
informed
as they are.
or- Admittedly, that does involve having to trust her word, and it does also having to trust in that she liked what she sees in happen to.
Whatever the
Yeah.
point.
I'd imagine you're not too pleased with that idea, though.
I'm not too pleased about the fact that you still told anyone. When I specifically asked you not to.
Well, to be fair, I did not mention her name.
Well, somebody had to.
That's gonna be me.
I didn't. Wait, really?
The only ones that knew of her existence were us here. Everyone here. And now, half the rainforest is split on wondering if she'll walk out and see everyone again. Or if they should just forget about her.
Mind you, there is one factor to add to this, is that the only way she's going to be still able to leave is if her armor is complete.
That's correct.
Which one of you was carrying that?
That was
Not
left in the
me.
hands of Squall. No, wait, sorry, Squall. Yeah, Squall, for
Right.
sure.
Really?
Yeah, we gave it
so.
to you. We let you carry it because you were the one who defeated the
Oh, right.
monster that was formerly.
Wearing it,
Okay.
yeah. And that's her armor.
Mm-hmm.
At one point held in the clutches of a fire elemental, now it is, but it is incomplete. It was pointed and found to be. And we happen to have the very resources necessary to finish it. The rest.
You would give that monster hope.
What kind of hope are you referring to?
That she may get what she wants. Return to a people who may not even want her anymore.
Do you know these things? You just said the people were split.
Yes, between not wanting her and wanting her back.
It's
Some might.
Which means there's people that want her back.
That only complicates things so much more.
Actually, I don't think it really does. At the end of the day, here's the situation. She can walk out of there or she cannot. And in a way, the choice is yours.
It is really, since the only way we're gonna get it finished is if we employ the smith back at the village.
Mm-hmm.
She looks right at you, Fly, and she like has this really
Displeased, unhappy,
displeased
bewildered.
face. Yes. You really remind me way too much of Sunny.
Huh?
Sandwing back at the Jade Academy.
One moment, my
Oh.
graphics card might have died.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh shit.
isn't she one of those dragonets of destiny?
Yeah.
It would be now that with it above you guys, the red dragon that you guys had pretty much follow you leaps out of the tunnel.
Oh, and we've also brought some company.
Oh right,
what the-
yeah.
I don't care who
These two.
or what you're talking about right now, but one of you heal. She points to Zeta, whose arm is still like frostbitten.
Rosary, by any chance, are you able to assist with that?
Well, I can try. He is going.
Got this,
Speaking
Rosary.
of conversations, negotiations, and allies, this is Zeta Kala's.
Yep. Sorry, Dad came in.
I did.
Sorry, Dad came in asking me if I want a pie.
Oh, it's all good. This is Tava, Zeta Kala's twin sister, and we happen to have helped them out enough to be able to work out a deal where they're going to assist in defending Jade.
A treat, really.
A chance at a
wonderful.
bitter rival.
Delighted.
Mm-hmm.
Rosary, what are you doing?
Going to, well, I think I'm at a level 3 spell slots, so I wasn't gonna do what I was going to do, but I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Zeta
It's up
Alright.
to you.
because Zeta gets the full amount.
That's half, I think. Well, not
Yeah,
half,
it is
but
half.
that's
Half?
of the roll. That's half of the roll.
Yeah,
Um,
half the roll.
Not a full. But yeah,
the
that's fine.
fuller.
Just casting the spell on him will at least help alleviate the pain of frost.
Mm.
Oh, that really stings.
What?
Sorry, I can't do much more than that right now, but as long
don't,
as
don't worry about it. I remember a little bit, yeah. I suppose sitting out here in the middle of nowhere isn't going to help.
Where do you suggest we take this?
Back to the village.
I'll be honest, I
So you can...
could use a bit of assistance. I'm gonna just show my arms that are just
Burnt.
burns all over them.
All of you look like a mess. Except Rosary.
When you consider the fact my bones have been crushed in multiple places, multiple times, and put on the brink of death. How many times was it?
Too many to count, Stride. Too
Maybe
many
like
to
Yeah.
count.
4.
85!
Yeah,
Okay,
something
now
like
you're just
that.
making it. You guys are wounding more than just my scales at this point now.
Whatever part of me isn't covered in scales, sure it feels like it is. But on the inside,
Don't worry, Bullfrog will take care of you. Just let's get back to the village. And then tomorrow you can see your mess.
Yeah.
right.
Talk tomorrow.
Guess we're not done with
Rest
that, huh?
now. It's not like Queen Battlewinner is going to be going anywhere right now.
Nope. And Fire's just going to shake his head and face plant down on the ground. Just done.
And Stride having to walk on up and collect fallen over fly.
Minor
Cool,
side note, does
thanks.
Vampire know about Battlewinner's crimes?
Does
Her
Vampire?
deeds, if you... Does Vampire, yes.
Well, you were there.
Yeah.
Vampire would know of the assault on the Rainwing Forest, and rather, not the assault, but on the Nightwing volcano, not the forest. They did kidnap many Rainwings and hold them in very unhospitable cells. And you guys
Vampire's
have
just gonna stay silent about that.
you guys have seen the evidence of
Can you, like,
things on them.
force log me out?
Oh, sure. Hopefully that will work. But yeah. You guys collect yourselves, or does Vampire have? You'd have nothing to say, yeah.
He doesn't they don't want to say anything. They don't want to... They do not want... They hope
That
no
did
one
not-
recognizes them
Okay.
from that fateful day. For the greater good.
Wonderful.
I wonder if Jesus playing another war criminal.
Yeah, let's go!
I think my
Oh,
graphics
no.
card overheated because for some reason the fans just turn off randomly, no?
Welcome to Dubai, bitches!
Strange. Well, I could reload the whole thing, but that would be kind of annoying.
Yes, it would.
Can you reload the page? Maybe?
I closed it and came back. I had to restart my computer.
I
Didn't
know.
disconnect right. I can't.
I mean, I only kicked you after you asked. Did you reload after that?
Yes.
Okay, well, shit. Alright, 1 second. We gotta get him
Oh
back.
boy. Oh, boy.
Alright, hold up.
While I look for the NVIDIA control panel, wherever it is, I can fix my fans. Where are you?
Alright, this won't take very long at all. Alright, it's already rebooting.
I don't think my next card is gonna be an NVIDIA card.
I mean, I have an AMD right now. It's been pretty good.
Well, I got this one because at the time, AMD didn't have a ray tracing card.
Oh yeah, I know for sure.
They do now, so I don't have a problem with them.
Anyways, let's get back to this.
Here.
Now that we've
Right.
reloaded.
Yeah, everybody go ahead and load back in.
It's the wrong chat.
Somebody in chat says Strya got folded like a chair.
Basically,
Cheapest lawn, but most expensive lawn chair today. God damn.
Most expensive lawn chair ever.
did she get folded into a dragon chair?
Oh god,
Yes,
shut up.
no, we're picking
No,
Dragon
we
chair,
do not
Jack.
talk about the dragon chair.
Oh
my
no.
Lord, David Dragon Tail.
Okay. Looks like we're here almost. I'm gonna have to rebuild it.
How do I?
I'm gonna have to reset all the sheets. Fuck. Oh, whatever. I don't need to pull up anybody's stuff for now.
Nah.
We'll fix that next week. Okay, you guys will head on back to the village then.
Cool.
Off we go.
Sweet home.
Ah, yes. I forgot Mud Puppy's here. For
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah, he is.
You came along.
Can I really not do that from here?
Alright. You guys will end up stopping here at the bottom right.
Alright.
This entire place seems extremely flammable.
I just pretty much passed out at this point. I'm gonna use
Bye.
that as an excuse to do a couple of chores I've been
Alright.
not doing. So I'm gonna let you guys take this one, and I will be back after the long rest.
Squall.
Yes.
What do you plan to do with that armor?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I suppose hold on
Seems-
to it. Oh.
It seems like a very complicated situation.
That you would be correct. Probably one most delicate as well. Since you've got the materials they requested, I'll have Deathbringer bring those over. But keep the armor with you. Understood?
Yes.
Good.
Understood.
Oh. There we go. Okay.
Well,
I was a little quiet.
Yeah, you were.
My bad.
Bye.
this,
Alright. Anything before we move on?
Uh,
Stride is simply gonna take the time to sleep. Too many wounds, too many broken bones, too much being squashed.
anyway, Mud Puppy's gonna greet
Indeed.
everyone. He's gonna welcome everyone back. Realize everyone's fucking broken. It's like,
Hey, Mud Puppy. As Stride just wanders on by, holding Fly. He's more than likely already just limp as a noodle.
what happened here?
Via noodles.
Near the breaking point of death, so kind of needing a moment to just rest one out.
Would you mind if I make you guys some food when you wake up?
That'd be wonderful, Mud Puppy.
Yeah. Just gonna sleep over that corner.
In the corner she goes.
In the corner I go.
Alright then. Mud Puppy will ask questions later.
Makes sense. Anything else? Anyone else?
No.
All right.
Not really.
Well, if that will be everything, go ahead, everyone, and have a rest.
I think it is well earned.
Oh
Longest
boy,
rest.
you can
Longest
say
rest.
that again. Long rest, longest
Yeah!
rest, 2 days.
Don't big rest.
Successfully survived the hike to and back from the volcano.
Fucking Mount Doom.
Let go.
Doom.
Mount Doom. But yeah, while everyone's going to sleep, Deathbringer collects the ingots you guys got, the dark steel, and we'll be bringing that over.
Anvil.
And the
And the
anvil,
The
yes.
heavy ass
Uh,
anvil
that-
that is really, really heavy.
That one he will have some help with.
I'd imagine, otherwise I'd be surprised.
Bro's,
leave it
Bro's
in the
actually
bag,
like
holding.
so swole. No.
Gross.
Now-
Well, you may want to do yourself up a nice full rest.
Oh, yep.
Uber.
There is one more thing. As
Yeah.
we hit the hay for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Let me grab it.
Does the hay hit it back?
The hay hits back. Everyone roll a d20. No. No.
Dies.
The hay hits and flies back.
That was a
for
joke.
hit point.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right,
care,
fails.
that's-
And he
That's
fucking
roll.
dies.
That's right,
I
fucking
know.
roll. Fail. No.
Sure.
Oh,
Oh no. Where is it?
Wake up early in the middle of
Here we go. Okay.
The hay hits back.
fuck! How do you roll die again?
Don't actually roll, it's fine.
That's a joke.
No, I was gonna do you one better.
What you mean, like?
Oh god.
Damn it!
D30,000. God.
Okay, okay. Hold on.
Biggest die on the planet.
Striate.
Yes.
You.
Do not own any token in this stream.
My bad. Hold on, everybody. I need to put the new thing here. So you guys can see.
Oh. Funky.
Oh
It's
no, we're
here.
in the void.
There it is. You guys can see?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
It looks like space.
Vampire, not vampire. Straight.
Wrong dragon.
Wrong dragon. Straight. You open your eyes to see a void before you.
Season's best.
A starry night rises high above, and as you find yourself just stepping along, you realize the ground is wavy, kind of like water. What's happening? Hold on.
During this seemingly aimless trek through space and noticing the ripple, trace her talons across this disturbed surface, seeing the wave so small and minuscule go out.
As
Look
you
around.
As you step forward, you hear a small splash before you. Steps pitter-patter in the water as the shadowy figure walks towards you from the distance, and you see smoke rising, or steam rather, from the water.
Stride would react not too friendly to this state, feeling a remembrance of what happened before. Sea tribes, sea wings.
You're cutting out really badly.
Sorry, let me do it like this. 1 second.
It's okay.
Let me move things around a little bit. There we go. That should do better. That should be better. Alright. As Stride sees the smoky figure ahead, engulfed in this veil, darker and blotting out whatever stars lay behind it, she would bare her fangs, taking already a defensive stance, feeling the twinge of something familiar to the Summer Palace before her, calling out to this entity, I don't want to fight you again like this. Unless... What are you?
Then you are a coward. The image becomes brighter, and you see your brother standing before you. Closing in the distance. Is that how you got so good at fighting? Running away?
Fighting and being stronger. That's how I did it. Not running away. Never! So what are you doing here? Oh, so favored brother.
He just starts to wander around you now.
Strides ways to fix.
Just barely casts his glance towards you, as if... Well, maybe he's cocky. Maybe he's confident. But he doesn't look your way directly.
All your fancy scales of fire. I will find a way to be. I will.
And how will you do that? All that training, all that weaponry. He stomps down and looks towards you with a big splash that just rises in steam mostly. It's never going to help.
Steam, fire, images conjured, and a particular pain remembered. A memory undesired, trying to be forced back out. Stride would step back, trying to shake it away. I will. No matter what. No matter what everyone has said of me. No matter how much I've burned.
Then you will burn. Again. And again. Until I've made you pay for what you've done. And I'm gonna have you roll, or rather, what's your dex?
Dex is 20.
20?
Total.
So is his. Let's do a roll.
Sure. Ability?
Dex. He rolled a 15.
Okay.
In your hands appear your new glaive, searing and red hot. Sure, fire might not hurt him, but glaive just might. You may make a move.
Try to realize the weapon in her hand, staring down at her brother, trying to hold strength in her heart. Would take a breath, focused, her eyes green, showing sharp as the weapon she holds. She prepares and says out, I know I will best you yet. I will not be burned away. I am not weak. I found my flame, and I will prove it here and now.
You will be ash amongst the sand.
Phoenix, take you. Estrade yells out and charges forth at her own brother. Wielding the glaive, she'd make the first blow.
By the way, you are only equipped with the glaive and your armor.
That is fine.
For this fight, you will not be able to use any of your fighting styles. You may make your first attack.
During Dragon's attack, and you said I could not use Battlemaster or otherwise?
You can't use fighting styles, but you can use your features.
Understood. The first strike being a fainting attack. This start. Use. Choosing one creature, so this will be advantage. 18.
That hits.
That shall roll for both. Then the normal. Oh. Oh.
That is the
That's
fire
right.
damage, yeah. The 1d6, yeah.
And then the matter of the combat superiority die. 1d8. A total of 19.
14 because he's immune to fire. That's good.
Calling upon her training thus far, she managed to land the first blow, followed by the second. But something tripped her up. Even in her moment of landing this first strike, something about it, just something about her brother. I'll let you take the reins on that one, Zavi. Since that was a hard miss.
She's angry, right?
She's angry, and while the first blow struck, I'm just playing along with the fact that was a critical failure. Something about that blow just striking a sense of fear of some sort, I feel like. Even in her strength, and she bears well, she's still trying to control that fear in her.
She is acting more out of fear and anger, and not really focusing on her new found abilities, after all. Or rather, the fighting style she's trying to learn.
Employ.
Yeah. Especially with two-handed weapons like this. More just trying to hack and slash and hope it works, right?
Mm-hmm. To act strong and prove a point.
First hit goes through without
Will
a
not be
problem. But the second one, of course, he seems to slip aside, and Strike comes straight down with the hard swing, only to strike water and make her own splash of steam. You have a long way to go before you're ever ready to face me.
No matter how long it'll take, I will.
Oh shit. That one went on a journey.
Goodbye.
And yes, that was all of that I had for actions.
Yeah, I figured. Let me see. First one will miss.
Mind AC currently is 17 since she is without shield.
Right, right. However, that one still missed. This next one will not.
Alright.
Okay.
How high?
This,
18, 19.
this one is a... Let me check real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's... Well, it's +9. So...
Mm-hmm.
21.
Just out of reach of using defensive duelist. This has happened one too many times.
Oh, it's so funny though.
It is. Pains me,
Funny
But
in a
be with you.
painful way.
Funny in a painful way.
as it will be here shortly.
Okay, that will be 7 slashing damage
Understood?
and 10 fire damage.
Alright. Wish I knew how to do that by other means. Alright, so 17 total.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it down to 26. A hefty hit.
It is your move now.
The first blow seemingly blocked. The second, not so easily. The words tripping her up. Even for how close she got to defending herself, it was still a blunder that hit her hard. Striking back yet again. With the same weapon, once more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a low roll.
Darn. Take it both are a miss?
Yes, and
That is fine.
let me check something.
Wait. Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. Unless I can play into that a bit.
What is it?
Shoot. No, I forgot. I could have used one. You said one of his two attacks missed, right?
Yeah.
I got a something. If you don't mind me doing a rollback on this one.
A little late.
Alright.
Your turn is almost over, after all.
Oh well. I completely forgot about that ability, but oh well. Oh, that's it. That was my two actions. Nothing else I can do right now.
Yeah, I'm just getting my dog out of my room.
Oh, actually, I'll do one thing at least.
Okay. You gonna heal?
Yeah, just a quick little
Oh. Quick toss.
bonus action. This being her dagger this time.
You only
her
have the
perfect
glaive,
one.
remember.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Retract. Fair point.
Retract statement. There it goes. Okay.
So these two strikes not landing true whatsoever.
Perhaps fear is overcoming. Or rather,
A difference in skill.
the difference in skill is too high. The one strange thing is, though, well, he is, of course, made of fire. It should hurt you, right?
Good.
I mean, he's been hurting you already. One attack, of course.
Yes.
Let me show you what you're missing out on, sister. He gets right up in your face after both attacks miss.
Mm-hmm.
And he exhales blue flames all over you. This will be a dex
Right.
save.
Nothing else to assist, it looks like. Unfortunate. And of course.
The thing about fire scales is, of course, not only is their actual body burning from how much fire they have, but their fire is so much stronger when it's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Try
honestly,
taking a step back, almost as if in this attempt to try to block what she could. and having expected at first a proper strike, instead, that. That horrid blue fire. Well,
let the flames take thee for 39 fire damage. As
that's
That's
out.
a bona fide ouch, yeah?
yeah, I mean it's
Bona
a
fide
dream,
ouch
so
moment.
No!
your entire world burns away, leaving only fire and wake. There's no water remaining. And it occurs to you that this is clearly a dream because nothing's actually hurting you. Sure, it was scary at first, but that's all it was.
You won't lose like this. Don't. Won't.
Just echoing through the fire, the form of your brother is gone, but all you hear is ash amongst the sand. You are nothing. He's gone. But yet there is still... You can give yourself health back. It's not real after all. There is still a figure watching overhead.
It would take a moment for Shai to even realize that. For after that confrontation, sheer combinations of fear and fury, equal measure, shown in her striking out wildly around her, as if trying to dissipate all that she imagined happened.
Wait, can I do this?
What?
Despite, though, during this scream and shouting, she'd turn up to the skies themselves above for what she felt was up, to notice whatever was up there, floating above.
It seems familiar, yet it currently specifically stays out of sight. Just letting you know it's there until it says in a familiar, haunting voice, "You swing with the intent to destroy. That which makes you angry."
That which burns me. As if I don't need reminder enough of what I've lacked. Did you enjoy the show? So high up there.
This was no show. You have forgotten.
Oh, my moment and missed it. He missed for once. And I held back.
You didn't hold back.
Then what?
You simply forgot your weapon.
Right, would stare down at her glaive, her weapon.
You forget it is an extension Not a tool. To cut, to kill. The way we fight is based on balance between everything. You must find the balance of yourself and your weapon. Sure, you may be angry, but is your weapon?
You mean by this? How can a weapon feel emotion as mine?
You were born in fire. Learn how to walk in it. That's the last thing the voice says before all of the stars vanish and the fire goes out. You blink and suddenly you're back in the forest. This leaves you with really one thought. This was a test, and you failed.
Everything okay, Strat?
The one thing upon waking up, Stride, the opening of her eyes, and the slam of her talons clawing against the floor. The thud, the scrape. Growling in anger. Enraged. Inhaling and exhaling in equal measures of frustration and annoyance. More babbling nonsense. And no less a fight that I couldn't win.
What are you talking about? You were
Shreya?
sleeping.
Did you have like a bad dream or something?
Dream or not. Here. Felt real to me, at least. What painted? May not felt it physically. Just tore at me in other ways, horrible ways, worse ways.
Well, did you at least feel a little better? I mean, physically.
Wounds, burns, the achy bones, and squashed sensation, yes.
Well, good.
Otherwise, no.
Oh. I guess that's why we're still working on it, huh?
I see I've came in on a bad time.
Oh, no. It's just I was worried about Stride. She was doing all these motions in her sleep. And I guess it
Should-
was...
He missed, and I didn't take the chance. I struck out, and I didn't take a chance to pause and consider my health. And I got
It was a dream.
Who's he? Exactly.
Like a nightmare. First, right?
Yeah. Come here. I'm just going to go up and pat Stride on the
Well,
skills.
You
I
don't
thought you were
mind.
gonna say that you're gonna boop frickin' Stride's nose.
No,
Dude.
that's being annoying. I want to be comforting. Just
Stride's
gently.
teeth, Stride's teeth would be bared, but she wouldn't direct them at you for making those efforts. Even with the grounding sensation of another's hand upon her being to reel her back. Her heart still stung, her mind still phased. Even a welling of angry tears, one might say, that she refused to let drop.
One
She was in anguish.
thing is certain. Stride doesn't
Who's
come out
talking?
of this without some way to know how to fix herself. Fix the way she fights. You will be
Yeah.
granted
Oh.
up to halfway on your progress.
Okay. It doesn't really make a difference until we hit a milestone, but that's cool.
Updating.
It would have been more if you won, but it's just too many misses.
Well,
Oh,
Food
never
will be
mind. It
ready in
has
a
nothing
bit,
to do with
but-
us.
No, it's
Wow.
Stride's personal progression.
Dabs.
Devs.
Don't you
You got a
fucking...
separate character
I'm not gonna
screen.
dab.
Dab on him.
I'm not gonna dab. I'm still petting Stride. Stride needs comfort.
You can't dab properly.
And Fly
anymore.
honestly needs to keep things a little simple. They're getting a little too complicated right now.
Simple
I am-
and clean is the
I'm
way.
just sorry. That's all I can say. I feel like... Sorry to have made you worry. Just...
What are you sorry for? I get to deal with a dragon that I pretty much know in and out. Dealing with an issue that I can very much understand, which makes it so I don't have to think so much about the one that's complete impasse.
tough situation it is. I'm just...
I'll bring up your food in a little bit.
Thank you.
I see you need some.
Alright,
Thank you so much, Mud Puppy. You're such a great dragon.
friend.
I guess I can talk about it.
We're
Try
all
to-
listening.
All you
Walk
do
at
is
your own
talk.
pace, though.
I'm gonna go find something. And Tavoth will leap off into the air with her brother in tow. They're gonna go find something to eat.
Right.
I don't know where I was, but it felt familiar. At first I thought it was you, Fly, in that horrid form that was some sort of nightmare about to be relived. And then it
Oh.
decided to double down and make it worse.
Huh?
My brother from years long gone appeared in my dreams, or whatever that was. The familiar blue
Wait.
flames, the red, the vibrancy, the flames taken, and he bears with ferocity I cannot compare to.
You kind of see Fly just staring at you, eyes widening, shaking a little bit from getting scared of this description of a dragon even mightier than the monster before him. I mean, in his eyes, it's all just so large and bigger than reality.
Why liken yourself to him?
because I grew up with him, and I was left behind while my parents spoiled him. I was left to die, effectively. Seen as nothing but his frickin' words echoing in my head. Ashes and sand.
Remember, what Queen Scarlet revealed to you a long time ago now, or rather, a few days ago, in canon.
Yeah.
Sure,
I should remember what that was.
your parents may have had a little bit more respect for your brother, but when they were given a choice to keep one, you didn't let them get you.
Didn't let them what?
You didn't let them get you because they had chosen otherwise. The next time you saw them, you made sure they couldn't make their choice. Or rather, they couldn't make it definitive.
I'm lost, but I'm hoping it makes sense to try it.
Okay,
It doesn't make sense to me either.
Okay,
Well, I
just
will
try-
respond with a different, also cryptic message of what are ashes and sand but grains taken by the wind and water.
Woo, cryptic.
To be more blunt about it, Scarlet told you they were given a choice to pick either you or him to keep one, and then you were told they chose to keep your brother. The other one would die. And to keep yourself alive, you instead made them unalive.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what
Yeah,
I
I
thought
know.
that meant.
I was just kind of sitting here like, that's pretty clear to me. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what more explaining needs to be done.
Just to make things a
Just
little less
casually kill his
cryptic.
one parents.
Just casually kill your
You
own
like that.
parents.
Woo.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're killing parents.
Real.
But yeah, there you go. You may continue. I will not interrupt.
I'd be able to prove him wrong that I have gotten better and stronger, but instead I may as well have been what he claimed I was nothing but. I thought I was stronger, but I guess I'm still not there. Still, no, definitely not there.
Who are you trying to prove this to?
Everyone, myself.
Everyone, she says. Do you not think that we recognize how strong you are?
Yeah.
If you saw the way
You-
he tore me down,
What little difference it makes to me? Strength is not everything that defines you.
it is when it means I can do more with it than what it
Then?
means to me is what I can do with it, though.
And what would that be?
I not be weak, powerful, to do, prove others wrong, to
At this point, Fly is just standing in front of your face, looking side to side. trying to just understand.
in a way, tried, well, after other lessons from Tectonic, I guess for good purposes too.
You guess.
He taught me a lot about the fighting style of Mudwings, and with it, gave me an idea of what more I can do with just strength alone. And to better myself, so that way I can do more for others. But when you see your brother being able to trounce you out, kind of makes it hard to feel like you'd be able to do any sort of good in the world.
Well, what do you think
Especially
he
when
gets out of
burned.
this?
Hmm?
What do you think he gets out of this?
I don't know. All I know is what
Satisfaction?
I don't know. Some satisfaction, I guess, to put me down. I don't know what for. Maybe it's because I killed the two of our parents. Maybe he wants to torture me for that when he doesn't recognize what they did to me. What they were likely to do off with me. At least, if anything, what Scarlet had to say, and given how my parents never felt like they were there, favoring him because of that damn fire scales.
Fire scales?
Blue fire burns.
You mean like Peril?
Like her, yes.
Oh. I had no idea.
All I remember is what he said, though. Something to make me pay for. I don't know what. I did what I had to survive. I knew it. They were given a choice to either kill him or me, and I know, given how I was seen as inferior to him in sheer power, out the gate, and what either of us could have given to the Skywing Kingdom, and during that whole Sandwing Succession War, the obvious pick was him over me.
Huh.
So at least a weapon like him would be able to be used to destroy so much more than a whelp. A whelp that could barely stand at times, fumble, cough out smoke every now and again, and choke on it.
And so
Right.
what would he do? Turn things to ash? By
From
not even
everything
trying?
that happened, all I know is that he disappeared. I don't know what happened to him after the events of my parents' being killed by me.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Stryatt.
Maybe he
If
ran
you think
away.
about it, I really wouldn't envy your brother, in a way.
To be honest, I
Still
have to
wa-
agree with Fly.
I still wonder
At
why he
least,
calls me the coward of running away.
if
Well,
anything, he might be projecting that onto you.
think
He would
about
have
it.
had all the chance in the world to make better of himself than I. But
Think about
I'm
it.
sorry,
He
I'm-
was
I'm-
born with this gift that makes it so he just immediately gets everything, right? Gets everything you ever wanted,
yes
except
and no.
that he would never find the dedication to learn all these things you've done, to meet all these people you've met, and everybody around him is most likely scared to death of him, much like people did with Peril.
You wouldn't be too wrong there. I don't know how much you know of our society, our tribe, our culture, but those of
Way too
fire scales
little.
are, huh?
Way too little.
Fire scales are not seen well. They've
Oh.
seen as too much for her and how much damage it could cause. Queen
All the more
Scarlet
reason.
made a change on that when Peril was anointed her champion.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if she would have was planning similar if my parents chose otherwise. Of him over me. To offer him up. Took their chance away at that, though. I'm quite happy on that. But what happened, though, I'm terribly went off course. What happened was I fought him. I failed to strike my blows. I thought I knew my weapon better, but I didn't have enough. I missed a chance to strike at him when he missed for once. And I tried to strike more, and I just kept failing. He made a mockery, even I swore I felt my heart stop when I saw his eyes so close, that fire.
Wait a
fuming up.
second.
And then just blue, and his voice echoing.
Wait a second here. Was that like a dream visit, or was it just a dream?
I don't think so. Or at least, I don't know. Because what after was... I saw that same figure from the dream before this one. A dark one. It sounded familiar to it. It held a glaive at one point against me, and I won that one. I won that fight. But I lost this one. I failed.
If it's just a dream, then maybe it's your own head. And Fly is just pointing at his head, like, right now, and then just flips that finger, pointing right at Stride, telling you what it's thinking, telling you what its current state is. So, now you have a good idea where you stand. It's tarred in a lot of things that maybe are really bad, maybe are really sad, maybe just wrench your gut out, really. But at the end of the day, that's because it's trying to get your attention. And the way you're acting, it really sounds like it worked.
Maybe. That, if anything to offer on to, as Dryad tries to work her trembling claws to her chest, as if trying to dig into her scales as to calm her nerves. That entity, whatever it is, spoke to me in not being too happy with how the fight turned out. Can't
I
blame
doubt
her.
you'd be either. Exactly my point.
Maybe. A light laugh to escape her lips. She said about how I have to work my weapon, my glaive, into an extension to fight, to kill. But one thing it didn't mention, I feel, was also protect, in a way.
And you thought of that yourself?
Every time I've ever wanted to use this weapon, I've always wanted to try to find the moments to not only fight back, but I've tried to use it also to defend you all from harm, to take some brunt of the force thrown at any one of us, especially when we're in trouble.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm not getting the ebb and flow right, but the last words I remember vividly was how I was not I was born in fire, and that I have yet to learn to walk through it, to walk in it. Oh, I guess I do have my flame, like you say. Don't know how to use it yet,
Well,
or correctly tame it.
what you said about the weapon being an extension of yourself, that kind of sounds familiar. But I'd have to double check.
I just wish I knew whatever that ghost was that spoke to me each time.
Can't help you there.
All I know is it fought me with a glaive, and no less one that well yielded it. For all I know, it could have been in Seaway, given everything I've been learning from Path of Indigo, but I mean, it'd be crazy to believe an idea of a ghost of the past like that to invade my dreams like that.
Not really. It could have been far worse.
But I think I'm okay now. Talking about
Good.
it for once.
See?
Good.
Do you have any idea how much progress you've done? If you can only do just that? You remember in the Summer Palace?
Yeah.
Now, look at how far you've come, Striat.
I don't know. We've still yet to figure out the mystery behind seaweed.
Go.
I'd say
Fine,
I
it's just
haven't
gonna-
made a complete journey until we figured that out.
Somewhere in the world, a ceiling.
We need to find. It's settled then. We need to find Seaweed's mother and ask her specifically why she named it that named it that way.
I just But I definitely felt like I made progress, at least, even if I didn't win that fight. There's one thing I can be at least happy on.
And
I
that
got-
is?
I struck him once
Ah,
on the first
See?
strike. I never managed that before. He was never possible to get past until that time. I just felt something in that brief moment, some connection, and I guess I grew overconfident, and when I missed, it sort of just came tumbling down.
so you turned the impossible into possible, and you're upset?
Saying I blew everything out of proportions. The
Little
stride
bit.
mood seems to slowly warm up on her face.
Well, you can also think of it like this, right? If you were able to hit them once, then you could use that motivation to get stronger and hit them more times, should it come down to it.
What she said.
Almost sort of like beating up that one crazy little disgusting plant part thing that we were ripped in torrents.
Yeah.
Oh, that felt good.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Just
I
use
wish I
that
did.
energy to channel into your strikes.
Anyway, now that we're done trying to prove ourselves to ghosts,
Yeah.
Perhaps we can go do something else.
I actually kind of wish we stayed longer in this conversation. I don't want to leave this place.
Don't we have breakfast to eat?
Mud
Wait,
puppy.
breakfast?
I think my appetite
Yeah,
is returning
Mud
now.
Puppy made us all food, but
I can definitely
left
go for
while I
breakfast.
was talking.
Mud puppy's just kind of been like sitting there with like a little
Little dance
platter the
there.
whole time, just waiting for someone to see him.
Wait, he's just waiting. He's
Try
waiting for time.
to nudge at both Rosary with her wing and Fly with her not sharp end of the
She just
talon.
walks up, takes something off the tray.
Just knuckle.
It's what is it, Mud puppy? What is it? Cookies?
We got cooking.
Morning cookies.
Breakfast cookies!
What?
Chocolate cake!
Breakfast cookies.
Breakfast cake!
That one Bill Cosby joke.
On the pops.
Make
You
him
want the
chocolate
puppy.
cake for breakfast.
Hold on.
Made a chocolate.
It's got
Ah,
eggs!
yes, chocolate cake for breakfast, my favorite.
Real.
But yes. With bumping her wing up toward Rosary and a talon to Fly.
Stabbing right
He
in the
would take-
chest.
He's dead. Goodbye.
Bye.
Not dead.
Oh
Alright,
my
moving
god,
on.
they
Great,
killed
another
Fly!
ghost, please.
He's dead. You bastard.
bastards!
Thank you.
She would feel finally a smile to be produced. And a more tempered and kinder flame in her eye.
And I'll look back with a smile and a nod before sort of skipping away to the amazing food that Mud Puppy so lovingly prepared.
And of course,
Breakfast time.
while Mud Puppy's got that, Tavoth and Zetakala return.
Maybe next time I'll be able to land 2 strikes against him, and that's all I'll need to prove a point.
Tavoth returns
Yeah.
with a gorilla.
Perhaps.
Who knows? You might be able to strike him 3 times.
Yeah.
This entire time,
Maybe-
vampires.
Or
Fly is going
maybe
to
a
shoot. Fly is going to stare daggers at the gorilla.
She just plops it on the ground. It's like completely burnt to crisps.
I'm going to go to the gorilla corpse, and I'm going to. I don't know. I'm gonna punch its head, I guess,
Ah, yes.
angrily.
Damn.
The delicacy, blackened gorilla. Not my favorite.
Yummy. Yummy, yummy.
Burnt is best.
Fly is pummeling away the burnt gorilla's head and kicking it.
I typically prefer
That's
mine a
for
little more.
punching me, you. Gives it one last kick and then walks away.
Since when did this gorilla punch you?
No, not this one. It's a longer story.
Then leave me and my food alone.
Sorry.
Picks it up and just like walks over here now. Or move over here.
Yeah, sure, fair enough. Anyways, what about the food that isn't burned to a crisp?
Of course, you do have one rain wing still here.
Mhm.
He'd been sleeping this whole time, but what smells so good?
Well, since you made biscuits, perhaps you've made tea?
Made some tea and coffee for tea and coffee.
Tea and biscuits.
Tea
Some
and biscuits.
biscuits and tea.
Pip pip cheerio.
I'll have a cuppa.
Have a cuppa.
You can have a cup of tea.
Oh God, they've become
Oh,
British.
God.
We have devolved in the British.
In the British.
Not the British.
That is good. Not Tuesday.
It's about the only good accent any of us can do.
No, I can't do it because I'm French.
I also cannot do it, but it's
Oh,
not
I
because
tell you,
of
it's
French.
not-
I'm just
It's
terrible
not
with
you,
accents.
Nope, that one devolved. Jeez.
You started
Where's
with
the-
something else and went British.
See, I haven't done the Russian one in a couple years.
Duh.
Alright, yeah.
Anyways, let's get to breakfast. What's to
Yeah.
eat besides biscuits?
Go ahead. Everybody gets to eat stuff.
If only that was something I did on my character sheet.
Wait, can we get temp HP?
It's like
40.
it's like 4 for 3 people.
This is technically part of our rest, so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you can get temp HP for nicely cooked food. Can't you?
It's literally one of Mud Puppy's features. He
Yeah,
has
the
chef.
The chef.
Ah,
love it.
there you go. There, can we not use it?
I mean,
Journey
not much.
bonus.
Let me check it real quick. I'm pretty sure it's like 4 temp HP for. Yeah. 4 plus proficiency bonus.
Oh.
So what, like.
So you're saying it's not 4.
Probably
4 plus
It's
4 billion.
6. For
6. Oh. Is that why?
6.
actually, wait, no, it's 7 because proficiency
Okay,
bonus
so
would
I
be
was right.
3.
There you go.
So it's 1 each.
For 3 of you. 3 of you get 7 temp HP.
Oh.
Actually, wait.
And with-
Oh, no,
and
I'm
the-
dumb. It's for 7 of you. Okay.
Yeah.
For
Go on.
3 temp HP.
Cool. 3 temp HP, people.
What?
And with that vampire finally is awake,
I
having fallen
hate
asleep
it,
throughout the
I
entire
suppose.
conversation.
God damn it, vampire.
God damn it,
All of you.
vampire.
All of you get 3 temp HP.
But just
Yay.
because I'm on my health bar.
Yay.
That's been something good.
That was something I needed.
Me
What?
too.
Thank you, puppy.
Did I miss anything?
No.
You may want to get yourself some cake before it's gone, vampire.
Mm-hmm. Lovely.
The only thing I think you
Amazing.
missed was the jet stream, so that's not really a problem.
Okay.
Please.
So, Faya, one thing I do think about though. I was another thing too. I think I realized after that whole fight.
Mm-hmm.
You think I was overconfident, or maybe I'm beating myself over being so?
I think you're
rather-
making things more complicated than they need to be.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe all those times I got squashed by that dang thing did a number on my head and was not too thrilled that I decided I'd be a great firewood.
You don't say. Well,
Brain
If-
damage is one heck of a drug.
Sounds more like you were chosen as a sparring
if
partner.
you need
Really
my
less
input
about
on... Oh, sorry.
proving yourself to other people and just prove yourself to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I will have to try that. But I do feel like I was overconfident in the end. I'll work on that.
So, wait. This is Hummingbird talking, the rain wing behind you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not crazy, and you can all understand this thing too. He points at Che.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, he's one of my friends. Say I
I
am
think
there.
you're the first person to really question it so far, so good on you.
What are you talking about, Shay? You were questioned many a times. Or were you not paying
Really?
attention?
Honestly, never put that in question myself.
I mean,
I mean,
everybody questioned it as soon as I got here, and then no one else has questioned it since then, so...
Queen Glory did. I think Deathbringer did too. Those at Jade Mountain Academy decided to wonder if you were just some sort of food experiment gone wrong, I think.
I mean, I still wonder if I could eat you or not.
No, they question... See, that's a different thing that they questioned. See, over here we have questioning why I can speak. That's a little different. It's a different line of questioning.
No, you're right. That is a fair point. In terms of talking, that is a good question since I don't see any holes.
You know
I
what?
can
I'll
make
just
one.
I'll just have whatever you guys are having.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I mean, with all
So I
that's been
hear.
going, with
You can
everything that has been happening so far across all of Pyria, especially with all the events in the Rainwing Forest, from what I've heard, I don't think it should be too much of a stretch to believe otherwise that something strange like this exists.
Hmm.
Hey, Shay! What are your people called? This is Vampire asking Shay.
Ah, yes. Plasmoids.
Plus, what?
I was about to say the same.
And what is
Plasmoids.
that?
I don't know why, but the first time you said plasmoids, it like your voice mod really went like wee wee. And it made me giggle too much.
That's what it's there for.
It went like plasmoid.
Great, thanks.
All right.
Ah,
I'm so sorry.
well,
Wait a minute.
let's just say that I am a slime with a brain. That's about as simple as I can make it.
Yes.
Oh, it's a bit more complicated than that, isn't it?
But you're so malleable and squishy.
Only in
Why would your
terms
brain be?
of how plasmoids exist, not... Well, no, the other way. Why they exist, not how.
How and why I don't really care about myself. But I've seen your kind before.
That does not surprise me.
In a good way or a bad way do you make that remark?
Yeah, I'm really curious now.
Well, she's about as alien to this place as I am.
Perhaps, but if you two are familiar in one another, purely on what you are, I'd imagine both of you have a reputation that you understand of each other.
I've only seen their kind once.
I doubt
In what
either of us are
context?
famous.
Less of individuality, more of species.
My mother had some friends, to say the least.
Did she have Nightwing friends? Skywing friends? Rainwing friends?
Probably not.
Oh.
Right.
You can
They
probably
thought
be the
this isn't
first
from this
vampire.
world.
No.
Well, there you go, vampire. Apparently you can't be friends with whoever that is.
I'm sorry, vampire.
Yeah. That was a little harsh.
I'm gonna take it that for some
okay,
reason your
vampire.
queen doesn't exactly look at us too kindly.
Hmm.
Referring to Tavok.
Wait. They're queen?
Regarding Tavol's mention of saying no towards the funny suggestion of, hey vampire, you could be the first friend of whoever their queen is. and she said no.
Oh,
yeah.
Stride asked, I guess
Oh.
your queen doesn't see us too kindly
no.
or well.
I wouldn't personally know, but
Well, chromatic dragons are not the friendly type.
that too.
Huh? Mateva's pretty friendly. Well, friendly
I
enough.
tolerate your presence because you've brought my brother to me.
Oh.
And you are my road to vengeance upon Retica.
Means to
Right.
an end.
And then after that, I assume you'll
Who's
just
Retica?
find a nice little hovel to crawl back into and take a long nap on top of a pile of gold.
Fi is
Rosary
going to
is-
strike up a fighting pose and going to say, but you're not gonna try and burn down the rainforest, are you?
Not that you can stop me. But no.
Huh.
I mean, gotta get food somewhere.
Sounds like a challenge.
There's food everywhere.
Try.
With all of these rifts opening up.
Wait, you too see them as food?
See what?
I don't know. For some reason, a lot of creatures have been, foreign. I found quite, tasty.
Yeah, like those weird dogs. Not the dogs. Not the dogs. Poor mud puppy.
Oh, and Rosary. Redagoth is the blue dragonborn we saw with Scarlet's.
Retica, not Radagoth.
Retica.
Retica.
Retica. Yeah.
Well, good to know. Thank you, Stride.
You're welcome. It's easy to
Man,
forget
I can't
certain
Back
things.
I
to
can't
your earlier question.
If she's blue, why is she named Retica?
It's a T, not a D.
I know.
Dead.
I just had to make the joke.
Was it? Dead.
I pray that you just
Listen,
said
it's
that in
being
character.
Squall takes a lot of psychic damage.
Hey, fuck that again.
Well,
Hey,
take
well,
rolls D something. A lot of psychic damage.
You remember that D30,000 roll I rolled earlier?
Oh
It's
yeah, that's helpful.
That's the psychic damage.
It's the
yeah.
psychic
That's
damage.
that's a really low roll for a D30,000. Let's be honest.
It
is,
pretty
yes.
low.
So
Oh,
you're only dead about 400 times over.
Okay.
Only
Yeah.
about.
the corpse.
But
Yes.
About that earlier question you mentioned
Oh, like these
about my
some of
queen.
the Oh, no, that wasn't me.
The plasmoid's not wrong about chromatic dragons being not very friendly. Though
And Hmm?
chalk it up to superiority.
Ah.
Huh?
I understand that sensation.
It's not that way everywhere. Just most places.
So chromatic dragons are just skywings. But from your world?
Oh.
They
Not
do
you,
sound similar.
We are nothing alike.
Albeit I do feel like I would be better. Stride would say with a smug expression on her face.
Chromatic dragons get larger, faster.
Although I will
For
say,
longer.
Hmm?
we might not be entirely
They are, however, more consistently magical. I will say that.
that too.
I haven't
We
messed
are
with
raw
magic.
magic incarnate.
What? Hey, so you guys are all animus dragons?
What?
Fly is
Hey,
going to
it's
sort of
not-
shudder at that remark.
That'd be
It's
a
not animus. It's just magic. It's different.
Yeah, but that's our
from
magic.
from what
don't
I
have a
get.
lot.
Well, it's different. I'll just leave it at that.
I think he means like how Fate can cast magic
rosary.
and
Yeah.
Rosary too.
Doesn't have anything to do with animus. Well, our magic, that is.
Well, really, I just used the powers that I have from Clearsight as one of her followers. Not
See-
necessarily to do with Animus.
Let's see if I can put it this way. Chromatic dragons use magic as conquering reality with their will, as opposed to, say, manifesting their desires through nature.
That's certainly one way to put it.
Conquering reality?
Wouldn't know much on magic, unfortunately, since
Impressing their will
don't.
upon reality.
We don't use sources around our worlds. We are magic.
He's just gonna stand on the table, a little frozen.
We command
You look
it.
like-
My puppy's intrigued while fucking vampires just like, whoa.
commanded Arid. She's bleed all the same.
Do you guys bleed like magical blood? What's it look
A
like?
little- It does have magical properties. That's true. Maybe I could borrow
Can I touch
some.
that theory?
You know,
You're not
that
touching me.
Please.
somehow sounds familiar.
What time is it, anyways? Sorry, I would
Right.
wander over towards the edges of the our current abode. To
Stepping-
look out one of the-
Stepping out from underneath the little communal sleeping area here, you are bombarded by light and a little bit of dripping from the top of the leaves. The rain
Smart light
has been
mode.
gone for a while now, and some dew still rests upon the top of the leaves, and of course as you step out it lands directly on top of your snout and makes you flinch.
Of course. Zavi, I can't flip back. Help me.
What do you mean you can't flip back?
I can't flip back anymore.
I don't even
I'm pressing
remember what the
F and
button
it's not
is.
flipping.
It's flipping.
Oh, it works.
My screen.
Yeah, but if you right click, you have a button for it.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Okay. Let's see.
Right.
What do we all have? Okay.
Well,
We're going to go to the smith now. I
We
would
have
like
to go to the smith. We have to deal with Queen Glory. And I
what
have
do
a
you want?
bowl of chocolate cake for breakfast.
You're welcome. You're
Well,
welcome.
Yes.
what do we want to do first? Personally,
I-
I'd rather go to the smith. I'd rather delay our talk with Queen Glory as much as possible.
Chances are, if she learned that we left the area without going to her first thing, it's gonna look even worse. I already feel the
Yeah,
sensation of thin
I-
ice on my scales right now.
You should
I
probably
have to
talk
agree
her.
with that.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to listen to our leader.
The only question is, what are we even gonna say? He does have a fair point of concern over the stability of things here.
Well,
I think I have one thing to say, and at this point, that's literally the only thing I have. Because I think it's the only thing that matters.
As long as you say what's on your heart, little else will matter.
You need something, vampire?
You know,
I don't want to go to Queen Glory. What if she
Realistic ability if it's
recognizes
not
me
based
as,
on the truth.
you know?
I'm sure she's not going to mind that much. Besides, you've already done enough for them.
What do you think, Squall? What are your own thoughts about all this?
Besides, you can just hide your little stars anyways.
Right.
He gives you a
I think
little
we should-
smooch across the snout.
Thanks, Dad.
I'll be around.
yeah. I think I know exactly what I'm gonna tell her.
Got it.
But I need you guys to understand that
I want to
What
know
we've
what you're gonna
done-
say before that. What do you feel
I-
like you
I want to tell her that at this point, it's in her hands. So much as we'd like to lift the world ourselves, so much as I'd like to solve everything, it clearly doesn't work. And Glory has so much more experience doing it. She's so
would
much better at it.
We would also be reckless about it, since we're trying to commit to changes that have long-standing possible consequences we don't know the full extent of.
One thing
Mm-hmm.
does cross your minds, though. She did keep,
Mm-hmm.
or tell Squall to keep the armor.
I will. The only thing I will say then is that we've set the things in motion, and it's not her decision to make.
Showing up with the armor might just be a statement itself.
Yep. Well,
I don't know.
Like
I
a good
wanna-
statement.
I want to give
It
her
would
the
make a
arm.
statement of some kind.
Yeah, I want to give her the control over what happens now. I guess we could give her the armor. And then she gets to decide whether Battlewinner walks out of that tree or not.
The most we can do if we do that is just plead at the least to give a chance.
Well,
You know, you could easily remind her of how you've reminded others about what happened at the Summer Palace.
I could. I think I will. But there's also other considerations.
Given
Like-
that if Queen Battlewinner was one to have tortured Rain Wings and herself being one, it's gonna take a lot of forgiveness.
In which case, maybe you could assist?
In what way? What did you have in mind?
Well, you bring out some good points that. I mean, I didn't even know about Battlewinner. So, I feel like anything you can bring up could help. But I want the main decision to be that I want to tell her that she gets to decide. I want to tell her about what could happen if she does, what could happen if she doesn't.
I guess at
Does
that
that
point,
sound good?
Rosary, Squall, Fate,
Yes.
Vampire, each of you. What are your own thoughts about this? Che as well.
Well, Fly.
Hmm?
I mean, well, I like the idea of giving her freedom, but would you be responsible if she somehow does the unthinkable? Can you bear that responsibility?
You mean if Battlewinner decides to?
I don't know what she would do, but I would assume the worst.
I
To be fair,
don't think I would be bearing that responsibility.
the only thing that we don't really know, should we do this, is what she's going to do once we free her. Like Fate said, it's not too terrible to assume that she could be doing the worst of it. She's been stuck there for God knows how long, and could probably wreck things up if she means to do it.
Actually, there is one more party we could get involved.
And that is?
The Nightwings.
Could we
That's the
ask
thing.
them?
Could
But
have, but they're already busy over the whole situation.
But I think Glory that needs to be a decision that Glory makes herself, not that we make for her.
I'll voice my opinions before the court.
Very well.
All right. Well,
Well, what
I guess
about
we
you?
should be off.
To the Nightwing Village?
Mm-hmm.
Right, no, to Glory.
Oh, to Glory.
I was gonna ask Squall though, like what his own thoughts were, if he had any to share.
Fair enough.
I think that current discussed plan makes sense.
No
Then
alternative,
make sure to
no
bring the
additional?
armor.
We talked over each other.
Yeah.
I go first.
Then make sure to bring the armor.
Not a single other thought, no alternatives in mind.
It seems like everybody's set.
Yeah.
Admittedly, a lot of my own runnings are more focused. My own thoughts and feelings are more focused on my own endeavors, so I do feel it best to leave it in hands that are more concerned here than I would be.
I'm
That's
I'm gonna energetically hop on Stride. Then let's go.
All right.
That, and if anything bad does happen, we can deal with it ourselves when we get there. Let's not worry too much about about possibilities.
Plus, as long as Angry over there is ready to go for a second round, referring to Tavoth in that remark and about the battle she had with Battlewinner.
Oh, if she
By the
makes
way.
a move, I will stop her in her tracks.
That helps.
Yes.
Huh. All
Let
right.
us be off
Then
then.
let's go. Yep.
All right. Everyone's good to go?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's roll. Who's carrying who? Because we still got a Che and a
mean,
Rose.
the pavilion's
Che
right
and
there.
a
I was going to say I'm not that small. I'm not fly shaped, god damn it.
Who's gonna carry Rosary?
Clearly the Catholic is.
All right. Let us be off.
Where are you going?
We're going to Queen Glory.
Yeah.
Well, her pavilion's right above you.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait,
Let's go. Oh,
where?
You guys, I'll catch up.
Hmm?
That's vampires. Just like, I'll catch up.
Vampire's not going, okay.
Intriguing.
Gonna watch from outside.
They're gonna watch what he has.
Oh boy, we need to rearrange.
Yeah, go ahead and rearrange. I didn't adjust this place.
Wait, hold on.
That was almost a combat formation.
Why am I at 2 places?
What?
What do you mean?
You're not.
Okay. Oh my god. Stop.
Are you in 7 places?
Okay, Deathbringer's actually.
I can
Creating
feel my
shadow
next mention
clones?
shit. Yeah.
Do you need something?
Well, Squall.
Stride would turn to Squall, expecting him to move forward.
I'm gonna make space for him.
Squall
And I'm
walks
gonna need to
forward,
follow him.
bringing the armor.
I'll step up here, why not?
Your Majesty,
Yes.
we've decided to give you the armor. In so far in the rainforest, as since I've returned to the rainforest, I've made a few mistakes in judgment. It's ended up getting my friends in multiple dangers, and I feel like
Hold your tongue.
Mhm.
There has been a lot going on lately. And to be honest, nothing is making this easier. You're giving me the option to either destroy this armor or have it fixed.
if you may, I would put it in different terms.
And what are those terms?
You are to decide, as the Nightwings are telling each other, whether Queen Battlewinner walks out of that tree or not. You already know the talks we've had with Battlewinner. And I'm pretty sure you understand what could happen if you decide to both let her come through or force her to stay behind.
Jambu, promptly add. Would you mind stepping out for a moment? Okay. Sure. We'll be right outside.
If
She's gonna.
I may
walk-
offer as well.
No, let's talk.
You can speak if you like. But
Yeah,
she's
go ahead.
going to step forward and look over the armor much closer now.
Understanding your position of things and everything you're already dealing with, we do understand it is a lot of added weight seeing it alone is probably enough to want to act as if this never existed. The thing is, we did this as per our own desire to see certain things through, certain things that we've come to learn and experience and find wanting in the world.
Everyone has their own desires, don't get me wrong.
That they do. And this one, though, is for things to get better and for peace to finally happen.
Mm-hmm.
To
Peace.
That would be what I want. If I were to follow my mind, I would have this thing repaired and fitted on Battlewinner, so that I could show her how content the Nightwings are with the way things are right now, with how well you've been treating them.
But we also can't act selfishly in this regard because we'd be getting involved in things that do not, in all reality, involve us. We would be doing changes to your lands that would be very much problematic, no matter if good or bad.
The real.
That's why we wanted to bring it to your attention and offer it.
Her outlook on other dragons is what I'm worried about most. Also the fact that having two queens in the same place when half of her kind has already pledged fealty to me.
That's the problem, isn't it? See, I think you really only have two options here. See, because at this point, there might still be loyalists amongst those people. Pay no heed to the words they swore to you, if their old queens is still around. Whether or not you destroy the armor is not going to hamper them. So that's not a choice, is it?
By the way, in the corner, there is that mirror, or rather, a small mirror that was brought
right.
here. It would be over near the throne, or rather, it's not really much of a throne, but it's more like a giant pillow.
Well,
I
Queen Glory.
no.
Oh.
I know. Oh shit!
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just hit my head on my mic, or rather, my headphones on my mic.
Your turn, DM. Go, pop off, King.
I know exactly what even Queen Coral of all dragons is going for. That one still has me caught off guard, but still.
Also, Vampire and Fate Hunter, you want to join the group or?
Vampire
That-
I
is
realized I haven't
Vampire
moved.
is not there.
Just thought I'd bring that up.
Oh,
in case
Vampire,
you
go
wanted to
back
not hang
outside.
out there.
You're hiding. You're hiding. You don't
Well,
want
that
to
Did I-
sounds about right.
Vibing.
Maybe here. Maybe here.
There are dragons in this world
Yeah.
that don't care for peace.
You know,
Believe me, I know that too well.
at this point, I think that's most of them, Your Majesty.
You don't say. I mean,
Oh.
in a time where everybody wanted peace, their peace was a lie.
Is it any different now?
For the first time in what seems in forever almost, peace is almost in grasp. And yet, there's this outlier just waiting to break it.
Mm-hmm.
On a dime.
And that is the main reason I would give this a chance.
If I give
Because-
this a chance and it goes down under,
Peace is held by the righteous, not the harmless.
Fly's going to sort of look at the ceiling, lost in thoughts. Trying to process that, which she just mentioned.
righteousness.
A gift in good faith does more than empty words could ever do.
You know,
Uh,
now that I think about it, if there are some Nightwings that really wish for Queen Battlewinner's return,
They're
yet
not going
see
to
her
stop until she's back.
yet see her convinced that the current state of affairs is the best way to go, then you could quell those possibilities of breaking the peace in one shot. But
You either
that is a
make-
big if, isn't it?
You either make an offering of the armor in good faith with hopes for peace, or blood will flow. Those are your options.
If she
There's
doesn't
not
ever come,
really an
there's no
in-between
blood that would ever flow.
Uh,
Would there at this
out of
point, since they
character
know
here, really
she's...
quick. It's been a while. We did discuss with Glory the Animus papers, yes.
She did hand... You
I don't
guys did hand them over, yeah. About... the Rainwing one.
The what?
The Rainwing one?
The pieces of paper that Scarlet has
Oh.
been using to do things.
You've never mentioned that to anyone else.
I thought we did. I don't remember.
Oh, well,
I don't remember what you're talking about.
the other dragons at Jade Mountain saw it with you, so they know. But I don't think you mentioned it to her. Since, well, the last time you brought up Scarlet was yesterday with her.
Yeah.
I'm freaking confused.
You haven't mentioned to Glory the papers Scarlet's been using.
Okay.
So I either put her on a leash? Is that what you're suggesting?
No. She would be free.
Who is that in
Make her own
response to?
decisions. But that's really all you can do.
It doesn't
She
help.
has to be free or dead. Because
And
those are the only two ways that you can guarantee.
And it doesn't help that half the Nightwings, or all of them by now, already know that she's back.
You really only have their loyalty if you give her the armor. Otherwise, it will just be their fear.
If you don't give her the armor, there's still the possibility that Scarlet will get to her.
What I fear the most.
Knowing how she
She
is.
seems to have in her possession an animus artifact that allows her to write on this a fragment of this parchment, and it enacts the words as though it were animus. With the
Already
piece of
given.
that, Battlewinner wouldn't even need the armor.
Because she could fix her in an instant. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting
Knowing
so tired of all of this animus nonsense popping up lately.
Which just brings
You
us
don't
back
say.
around to two options.
There is only one option, and I really despise it. I'm going to be upfront with you about that much.
How do you think we feel?
She told me to my
It's not
face.
that the other one is not an option, but it's just something you're not willing to do.
She told me to my face. Essentially, I have been living two lies my entire life.
Well, I don't disagree with that one.
What the heck do you mean by that?
I'll let you figure that one out.
No,
I'm not one of your people.
you may not be one of my dragons, but you will at least speak your word. What exactly do you mean?
Well, it seems to me that you, like most others, believe that peace is just something that happens.
Of course it's not.
Well, you
I haven't spent my entire life trying to get peace. For nothing. Only... Well, that's not fair now, is it? No, that was Sunny.
Huh?
what did Sunny do? Or
It's not about what she's done, it's what she kept doing.
Which is what exactly?
Queen Battlewinner told me I had been living two lives my entire life. One, of course, was the fact that I was never meant to be a Dragonite of Destiny. Do you know that much? I mean,
Actually,
the scrolls
no.
never talk about a rain wing or anything like that, now did they?
no,
I is going to shrug.
you did not.
No, there was supposed to be a Skywing, but they never got one. Instead, they got me. And...
What made
Hmm?
what made you a Dragonite of Destiny?
The fact that I grew up under a mountain with the other four.
Oh,
Sheltered from my own kind. Not allowed to do anything but be hated because I was the replacement. And of course the other one. The one where the Dragon of the Destiny were never really a thing to begin with. Just her conjuration.
oh.
A figment of her imagination. To give people, or dragons, something to hope for that the war would end. It was feigned peace that she created. Or rather... she gave false hope of peace. Only... to put herself in a better place. which would be our rainforest if not for the fact that we had shown up here. After I heard about that, I didn't even bother with the destiny or the prophecy or anything. More or less because I had to become a queen. One these rain wings could look up to. And now I'm about to march their biggest enemy through that tree.
Are you sure?
Guessed.
It doesn't sound like it would be their biggest enemy. It sounds like it
You don't know
was
what they
their biggest
did to
enemy.
them. Fly.
No, I don't.
Other than what she told us.
The ones they captured so long ago went weeks without food or sunlight. Proper rest.
Chained.
They were disheveled and gray.
And I made a Skywing friend.
There's a queen in a volcano who spends all of her time swimming in the lava and magma.
They were enemies. That is clear. Whether or not they would be now is going to tell us what's going to happen from now on.
Our kind, Fly, is not one of war. And never have been.
That I understand.
But they have been pushovers for the last 20 years. Never doing anything. And even when their own kind went missing, they didn't know. They took advantage of us. And if my kind isn't ready, they'll do it again.
We'll be ready. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But is there any point in being cruel?
It wouldn't be. Leaving her there is only going to make things, and unfortunately, everything going.
Fly just shakes his head.
Believe me, I know that much.
The most we can do, as far as I see it, is as very much, and there's
The
only
most.
one option. But the most we can do is prepare.
The most we can do is prepare.
Tavoth have our own means of rectifying the situation very quickly, if need be.
Right.
And if
that...
anything, at least if things do go awry.
If this goes south.
We can only hope that things.
Actually, no, I have a better question. Would you want to face Battlewinner alone? Or would you want to face Battlewinner when she's allied with Scarlet and all these other people that are coming from the rifts?
That's suggesting they're after her anyways, and we don't even know that much.
Why would they not?
But if you don't know, wouldn't it be better to move now?
Mm-hmm.
Than to find out later. After it's happened.
Believe me, I've already convinced at least part of myself that this is probably the only option.
Then
And at least let us be there, so that way we can help her.
Then maybe the last bit should be... Do you not think you should discuss this with the Nightwing people?
That was the plan.
And then maybe they can serve to convince the rest of you whether or not this is a good idea.
It would help to have the public opinion at least alive with the idea of giving a chance.
And maybe they can convince their own queen. If she's
That's
not
true.
convinced herself already.
After all, she did agree that if they were happy that she would relinquish her ideas of expansionism.
The queen can do so very little without her people.
Mm-hmm.
You look.
So,
At the moment,
That's- Hold on.
they are your people.
Glory has this sideways glance for a second, and then she looks past you all. And then you hear behind you, "You have the armor." As a Nightwing steps in the front door.
Oh
try
boy.
to turn and face toward the newcomer.
Time for fly.
They're waiting.
I guess there are more than one listening in.
Waiting.
Good. Deathbringer.
Question.
Hmm?
Just to be absolutely certain, do we recognize the individual who barged in?
Yeah.
Somebody would, but I'm not exactly sure who does.
Shay doesn't, that's for sure.
A
Fate
long
Hunter?
time ago, somebody looked into one of the homes built in the Nightwing village and noticed a hand mirror and asked if it was a specific one because they were completely obsessed with the obsidian mirror. This was the dragon holding it, but not the obsidian mirror, it's just a hand mirror. I think that was
Or
Fly.
Shay was here.
I think that sounds like Fly too.
Of course, you only saw this dragon. You never really asked who they were.
In that case, I'll just raise an eyebrow. Trying to put two and two together.
But, before anyone else says anything. Thank you, Greatness. Hopefully this works out.
Greatness? Wait,
Greatness.
that's the princess.
Oh, I remember now.
And, Queen Glory looks back at a lot of you. Time to head to the village.
Fly is just going to nod.
Try to similarly agree our actions and move forward, joining them on the leave towards where they must go.
Let's go.
Anyone else have anything they want to do or say
Not
in response to the
really.
situation unfolding before we leave?
No,
Not really.
no.
I'm just
That's
kind
a
of
bit shocked.
While going in this process of leaving, Stride would try to strike a conversation with Fly on the flight over,
All right.
if that is fine.
Of course.
That's fine with me.
Just
What
thought I'd
about
check.
you, DM?
Go right ahead. Gives me time.
Get a feeling that rested you a little bit more than you realize.
Hmm?
Either that or
What do you
something
mean?
else.
What do you mean?
You still held to what you wanted to do.
Yeah?
You didn't seem so foregoing.
I
Listen. In the
I-
sense of, say, giving up the idea of what you wanted to do.
yeah. I guess I've always been fairly hard-headed. It's just
And hard on yourself, too.
that
Especially
Look.
lately.
I just don't feel like I understand everything. Maybe I went a little too fast. But
For what it's worth, I'd say despite your own level of overconfidence in your abilities and desires, you managed to do one out that was balanced.
balanced, huh?
Think of it. Despite how much you wanted to do what's right in your heart, you understood the greater picture. But you still pushed on that despite recognizing that what we would do if we went on our own and made that armor ourselves without any consent of those that are going to be affected. You still pushed for it all the same. And gave every means to make it clear how it can be possible and made it happen. A better
You
tomorrow.
know, now that you put it this way, I think I can see it. I'd say you sounded like Hibby, but she was far more the type to just say that you should take what you can.
Say we
And
did
this
it.
idea of sharing, well, she wasn't too keen on it.
Mm-mm.
Not a lot of people are.
Not at all. Also, one other thing. Help me try to remind myself to not have my problems of overconfidence rub off on you.
Oh no, don't worry.
It's something I'm trying to shed off, not shed on you.
Well, if it really worries you, I'll keep a watch.
We both will.
Anyways, I think we're getting close.
Yeah.
Close we are.
It's a lot of copies of the same token.
Yeah. Don't worry
That's
about it.
okay, man. I just find it funny.
Before you is a lot of Nightwings. I didn't put all of them down because I was going to chug the hell out of the system. Probably.
I don't think you would. That processor is pretty powerful.
Okay, well, it is. Sure. Still, I don't think there's a need to
There's
show
literally
everyone.
no need, no.
But yeah, there's quite a lot lined up here, and of course, glory and greatness stand forward. It seems the rumors are true. And a certain queen is coming back. This is not
Just. Oh.
by any means an easy choice. I'm gonna be blatantly honest with you all.
Hmm.
With how much our tribes have not been at their best with each other. Let's put it that way. After so much consideration, I have to give her a shot. I know none of you were able to see it, but the Queen of the Ceilings has recently taken it upon herself to also take leaps towards peace. And while we've taken good strides, there have still been some hostilities. Even amongst yourselves, I've realized not everyone would be happy with her back. After all, she made you all live on a volcano for who knows how long. But she is still your queen. And I have no right to deny that. Though, of course, the choice would still be yours to call either myself or her your queen.
Fly just does little steps, try and shake off the nervousness.
She does look back to you. Squall. If you will bring it forward. She steps aside to let you show off the massive armor that would only fit a larger Nightwing. Metal worker, you have a project. And for the rest of you, whatever this means, soon enough, Battlewinner will be walking through that tree. If she has good intentions, she will be able to stay, of course. But under no circumstance do we have to fight for any reason. So if she asks, I can only hope you do not bear your own regrets or spite. Towards us in this rainforest. there's just some little bit of murmur amongst the Nightwings. And that's when the smallest of the bunch, Steel Smasher, just pops up onto the window of the shop here and just spouts out, "Well, this place is great. I mean, you've done so much for us."
Fly is going to start laughing, chuckling.
All that stuff on the volcano is blah. And oh, it's a little.
Metal Worker destroys Steel Smasher.
No, he
Kill
walks up-
them all!
He walks up behind him and
Yeah.
just like pats him on the head with his absolutely massive claw that just covers up his whole head.
Big claw.
Big.
This is our home now, as much as it is yours. He looks
Tears
around.
are gonna start welling up in Fly's eyes.
He looks around at the other Nightwings who all turn towards him. I, of course, can fix that. Now it'll just be some time. Wonderful. And I am, of course, lost for words because what really could she say anymore? She said everything that means anything to the rest of them. We'll have it fixed in no time.
And Fly drops to his knees.
I think you better
Tears
trust in
just
that one.
riding down his cheeks.
The only complication, of course, is her choices. My mother can be a relentless one sometimes.
Fly just wipes out his tears, trying to get back up, and looks up at Greatness. I've surmised that, yeah? But honestly, she just feels more lost than anything.
But she only wants the best for us.
That she
I mean-
does. That, and maybe have a friendly bout every now and again, but at this point, I've known Stride for long enough to know that that might not be so unhealthy.
First, Glory steps forward. She will be coming soon. And then Greatness. And we'll welcome her with open arms. We'll welcome each other. Right? The question that remains is, will she be the one who welcomes us in return. I think so. I mean, I can only think being stuck on a volcano being more, rather, alone,
from
yes.
everyone.
Can you imagine Battlewinner having genuine friends now?
Man, character development in
I
that
can
case.
imagine it. I can imagine it, actually.
I personally will hold to the idea that when she sees how things have changed for the better, she will come here in peace.
Then let us make it as welcoming as possible.
As though a soldier coming back from the front.
Our queen returns! And then the rest of the Nightwings chant that for a few good times.
Fly is going to sort of clap. He's not going to join the chant, obviously, for reasons. But he is going to clap at them doing this. Smiling basically from ear to ear.
Dryad herself smile happily in hearing these roars and shouts and cheers. The sheer energy of a hopeful tomorrow so strong in the air. Infectious in all the right way.
Can put it like that, yeah.
Of course, this will take
Couldn't
maybe...
help but even let out her own roar in appreciation of such a triumphant moment.
This will take maybe the better half of a day or more. That armor
That's
is severely
fast.
damaged. Well, with all of the dark steel you've brought me, I can easily fix it. Though,
I just hope there's
Well-
enough left over for your original plans.
there won't be much. After all, this is a lot of armor.
Well, if you will, everyone, I would gladly help you prepare the place.
And we do have a resident chef.
Yes, of course.
Or tourist, though.
And we do like, I do know that Balviner loves his cooking. That's a fact.
This is while the chanting and all that is going on, Gloria will be going back here.
Any preparations of your own that you're gonna make before the day comes?
Several.
Any
After
that
all,
we should be aware of?
we don't know what her reaction will be like. Prepare for the worst, right?
Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
And then she spreads her wings and takes off.
we're gonna have all this time until then, and since I am absolutely wiped out our most recent venture, I feel inclined to take this to do anything else but anymore for now.
Any what?
Any more adventuring or fighting right now, I definitely still need a break more than just the.
Well, why don't you help us decorate?
Maybe. Albeit I was also still interested in learning the fighting styles of those here, both from Deathbringer and from the Rainwing.
You can do that later. You know? That's the Rainwing way.
From that's. I guess I could, at least for today.
Enjoy some of the sunshine. And come party.
I don't think the sun affects me like a Rainwings would.
It is starting to get around 10 in the morning, to be honest. You guys did wake up pretty early today.
Maybe not so, but I'm sure any dragon would enjoy a little bit of sunlight.
I mean, sun's good for everyone. Especially if you don't really need to eat as long as there's sun out.
Yes. The sun.
You can refer to vampire for that one.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. That's more rosaries
Yeah,
thing,
that's
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
never
why she
mind, I
was
said
saying
that.
I'm
Never
the
mind, I said
hecking
that.
plant.
Never mind, I said that. Never mind, I said that. Never mind, I said that.
If only I could drink blood. Anyways.
Look,
Vampire
at least
drinks blood.
vampires not
Make
actually
anything
weak to
easier.
sunlight. Otherwise, he'd be boned.
He makes a very odd vampire, that's for sure.
He sure does, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Almost like he's not a vampire after all. That is just a
He's
front.
only a vampire in name.
He's a werewolf, I knew it.
I hecking
No.
knew it.
Alright, what do you guys have planned?
God.
Well, we do have the matter of
I'm decorating.
with getting things ready, but on a thought, vampire, fate hunter, you two, you have any parents, relatives you may want to talk to while here?
No. Not for me.
Still don't. I mean, I could ask them around and see if they still know where my mom is.
Wouldn't hurt. Plus, let them know. I don't know if I saw him here though.
He was back at the other place still.
True. At least pass the news back.
You saw him last going towards the shops back at the Rainforest Village. That's a sound.
That was
Sound. Just
That
like
sound
the
of
birds
drinking.
keep
It sounded like
constant
a
noises.
chitter, like a.
Sounded like
Ah,
somebody
yes,
sticking chips
chitter
in their mouth.
noises.
Like one of those noises sounded like a chitter. It was kind of funny. But yeah,
vampire being a little skittery little shit.
You know, as vampire does.
Yes.
yeah. This will take until nightfall almost. So
The only thing, the only thing I would do is try to help out with the arrangements, or try to sneak away for some practice.
for some what?
Practice.
Okay, that's easy enough.
How did the ordering arrows work again?
You'd have to do it through Glory, but he's gonna be so busy today. He's not gonna have time for anything like that.
Okay.
So, we have Vampire going back to Hummingbird.
Yes.
We have Draken going to practice.
Yep.
And everyone else is just basically helping.
Yes.
Fate is probably helping slash just organizing the library, I suppose, because he's not been there for a while.
I have to make the frame of
Right.
the weapon.
That would actually be the big one in the back over here.
As a library,
Yeah.
just be
I do want
around.
to say that while I'm helping them decorate, I am paying a little bit more attention to try and understand what their typical, let's say, what some of their Nightwing traditions are and how they would affect the way that they prepare stuff for their queen or decorate or whatever.
Before I say anything, I want you to take the most wild guess you can possibly imagine.
Probably themed around stars and stuff.
Wow.
But there's probably details, you know?
In fact, it's mostly the 3 moons. That's the most significant iconography you can find everywhere, almost.
I see. I mean, I guess I could ask around as I decorate about exactly what it means and such. You know what?
Yeah, you can ask around.
So we got a couple of days to work with, right?
You have the rest of this day.
This day. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna be
You
doing.
know what? Nah. Stride is definitely gonna hold to her down day and just help,
All right.
at least for today.
I mean, yeah. Fly can even go into the library where Fate works. Or, well, used to work most of the time. He's still kind of lingering around, mostly.
I could, but I'm not a scholar. I'm a monk.
True,
Who
but
knows? There would be like, I don't know, monk books, girls.
What I mean is that I don't learn from books. I learn from people.
right.
People don't
Read
exist.
books
What are you
about
talking
people.
about?
I mean,
I
dragons.
don't learn from books. I learn from dragons. Shut up.
Oh, there's scrolls about dragons for sure.
Skull takes 1d 3,000, 30,000 psychic damage for that.
Anyway,
I just want a gif of Skull just getting dragged onto the floor with the like Half-Life dying sound and the neck breaking sound. You just at the ready so that whenever you want to give in psychic damage, you just press this and just.
nah. If I had anything, it would just be the Bracken neck snap.
God.
Fair enough.
But mostly, let's see.
Where's the goddamn silence wealth mean?
There's
when you need it.
the 3 moons are all in various sizes, as they are in the sky, of course. The largest being Imperial, and the other 2 are pretty of similar sizes, Oracle and Perception. And despite the fact that none of these Nightwings have powers, you've known that. Sorry. Of course, through Moon and Orpheus, I think. No, it's just Moon. Yeah, it's just Moon. That she has powers.
Mm-hmm.
So they are real. But, of course, you've been talking with Battlewinner lately. And she said they weren't.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
I
what's the deal?
understand that it's something to be secretive about. That I know for a fact. So I'm not gonna mention it.
That's the thing. Is she being secretive? Or does she believe that?
Huh? What do you mean? Or does she believe that? Or does she believe that she's being secretive?
No, does she believe that they aren't real? Because Nightwings haven't had those powers in forever.
I'm gonna hold my tongue this time. Considering that, not doing so has led to issues.
I mean, so far every time you've slipped the tongue, it's not blown up in your face, now hasn't it?
Somehow.
It has, but on this one, I'm gonna have a little more tact, I think.
Alright. So we'll stop there then.
Alright.
As far as you're concerned, the Nightwings worship the three moons. That's honestly not very hard to tell, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. But that's interesting because it's worship. Something that I haven't really heard from other tribes.
The thing that would stop you in your tracks, just when you think about it, is they couldn't really see those from the volcano. Ever. It was always clouded with ash.
Yeah?
And now they can. In the meantime, we're gonna head back to the Rainwing village,
Very well.
where Vampire catches Hummingbird along one of the bridges, going back to the communal area. He's right here.
Dad! Hey,
Hmm?
Dad.
Oh, Vampire. I didn't expect you to see you come back so quickly.
I couldn't bring myself to go in.
Oh. Well, don't worry about it. It's alright. What's wrong?
I don't know. I don't think they'll forgive me for not doing anything about the incident.
The incident? What are you
When I
talking
was
about?
at the volcano. When I was at the volcano.
Well, who do you mean? Who wouldn't?
I think I heard. I don't know, I just feel so horrible. I don't even know if I belong here. I'm part Rainwing, I'm part Nightwing. I don't know anymore. I don't know, I feel.
Out of place?
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, you're not the only one who thinks that.
It didn't
But you're
help
also
that
not alone in that.
Really?
Yeah, everybody's out of place. I mean, Glory wasn't really here until a year ago.
Yeah.
I can imagine
true.
how out of place she felt when she got here.
At least she didn't stand by and do nothing while people were suffering.
And
My
neither
own
did you.
a part of
You didn't stop either. Or stand by, I mean.
I thought it was for the greater good. I thought maybe best battle winner. Maybe this will be worth it. Maybe. Poor vampire's voice trails off. They look like they might actually cry. They're no longer goofy, no longer cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They look genuinely sad
Oh,
and
vampire.
heartbroken.
He's gonna... One second, I need to...
These birds are driving me crazy.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
No.
He's going to turn mostly blue and pinkish, somewhere around those color line.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna wrap his large wings around you and just hold you there. You're fine, vampire. They're not gonna do anything to you.
They won't. But are you sure, Dad?
No one here has any reason to. I mean, sure. It's complicated, but
I do wonder if those trapped in those cells will ever forgive us. Forgive me. If they're still out there, you know.
the Nightwings, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Queen Glory only ever took one prisoner. Even then, whoever they are, I don't think their grudge would be with you. I mean, who could hate you? Really? Let's be honest. He's
I mean,
like,
some people think I'm weird and strange, but that's on them.
you're darn right it is. But you're my little weird, strange vampire. He's gonna like
Thanks, Papa.
scratch the top of your head with his claws like a little bit of a noogie. And then he'll go back to his regular colors and pull back from you.
Thank you so much, Dad. I wouldn't really know what to do without you. Or my friends. Think I'd be lost. And alone.
You're
in
not
this
gonna
rainforest.
You're not gonna stop looking for her, are you?
Not really. Why so?
If you're really not going to stop, then I guess it's time to turn the page.
What are you implying?
Stick out the pages.
The page. Okay. Key vampires just start digging around for their stuff.
But what are you looking for?
You said looking for. You said told me look for the pages.
No, not the group of dragons. Impossibility.
Stop. I thought you were talking about the book.
No, silly.
I'll go ask around. Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
No need to ask. You'll find them in possibility. Or pages of eons.
Thank you. I'll be back before the sun. Falls.
You're better.
Wait, before they go. Mwah. Heck, the smooch.
His face turns pink. Alright, go along.
So, how did the talk go?
They're not even there.
Keep
They've left moments ago. You just see them flying towards the Nightwing village. Just like...
It's like...
Vampire just like goes through a door and starts to speak. No one's there.
It's like...
They're all gone.
It's like...
I make my grand entrance.
Hello, everybody. I am Hit. Where's everybody?
What?
Crap. Alright, we're gonna head back over to the other map now, and you can be there now.
Like, hey guys, what I missed? Vampire's just smiling, ignoring this, that their face
At
was
what
actually.
time did they make it? Sort of.
This is weird.
After the plot.
It would be a little bit later, but I do want to mention at one point, Fate, one of those, that gemstone,
Yeah.
the green one.
Mm.
Where's the green one I
When
gave?
Grocery gift.
You notice, when the sun's around, like, the middle of the sky, it grows very warm. This is when all of the rain wings have gone to go do their sun time rest.
So it gets warmer around the time.
Yeah, it gets really warm. Much like yesterday in the volcano.
It's been weeks since yesterday.
It's been 6 weeks since yesterday.
Yeah.
It's been 10,000 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What happened
Well,
when
it's
it got
not
warm?
weeks until tomorrow.
He did
Yeah.
You guys were doing a short rest, and it refilled him to completely full. All spell slots, everything.
All right.
Woo.
You mean long rest?
No, that was during a short rest. It gave him the benefit
Can I
of a long rest.
I try to hold it firmly.
Do you do anything with it? Just hold it?
Well, I mean, just investigate. I mean, if there's anything that I missed.
You can roll Arcana on it.
See if...
Man, a
Number
roll.
14.
Oh.
Nothing you missed before, honestly. You can feel the just strange emissions from it as it sort of vibrates in your hand.
Ah. Guess I can
Yeah.
talk to Glory later or something.
The telltale sign of an animus artifact. But if you don't do much with it, as the sun passes and all the rain wings are done with their little sun time rest, it does cool down again.
Hmm.
Much like after, again, yesterday. But with party preparations in tow, and everybody getting ready for the big return of somebody who should definitely be dead, we're gonna end tonight's session here.
Yay.
Ooh. Party time.
Martha.
There's been a lot of feasts lately.
All right. Honestly, I really like this session. Very good.
It's been so long, and I'm glad we're back.
Day.
I am glad we're back. This has been great.
It sure has. We can play next weekend, and then I can't do the none after that. So,
Well,
Okay.
we're still open that we can play next weekend.
we sure.
At least we can play next weekend so
Yeah.
that we can see what happens with Battlewinner. Oh boy.
I think this week is just a build up
I
for
mean,
next
yeah,
week, probably.
It's been a lot of let's chill out for a minute because we've had
A lot.
that whole volcano section took 5 weeks or more, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
And eventually we're finally going back to possibility where we're gonna have a million fucking plot threads.
you have
that
no idea.
The weave of fate shall go on.
So,
Everybody,
Uh-huh.
now that we've ended, I can
okay.
what was that?
And with that, I bid
It's
you
the
all.
ragdoll sound.
I bid you all adieu. Goodbye.
Uh.